Hey, this is Minister Crystal with your Lax. And, yesterday I got so carried away. Sometimes the Holy Spirit have you on one thought, and then all of a sudden you're preaching about or teaching or speaking about something else. However, this is very critical and vital to those that is fighting up against me and other men and women that are God's precious children. They have a real positive energy light. I know you hate us because that light shines really bright, doesn't it? And your darkness of evil and wickedness and plotting and planning, conspiring together, conjoining together, jumping on the bandwagon to sit up there and do the smear, slandering, lying campaign on innocent people, like hotel managers that you put up to lie on our name or on me. They're always targeting me. You know why? Because I am the founder, Minister Evangelist Crystal Lax, of the Jesus Christ ministry that is registered, because they want to convince you guys that I'm a fraud. They want to convince you guys that I'm a scam. This is how much of an idiot, because I'm a paralegal and I went to American River College and ICDC College. My school records is down there in Los Angeles, so that you can verify. I guarantee you, the truth always will outshine liars. See, liars got to keep going on and on about their lies, and they forget about what they really said to a person. But see, me, I am solid on everything I say. You understand? I have nothing to lie about to no one. FBI already told me, Miss Sykes, you have been ordered not to call the FBI, because when I see people following me and somebody from another country, that's my job, is to notify them. Because look what happened to my son. My son ended up murdered. He also was complaining about somebody following him or parking their cars close by us. That's a form of stalking or gang harassment. People that you don't know. It's like trying to bully you and intimidate you, or trying to unlive you, or they either want you to unlive yourself. You understand? This is the type of group that we are fighting against, and I'm glad that more and more people is coming out, and you're not crazy. There's people all over the internet that is beginning to speak up and speak out about it, because that's the only way that you could expose these snakes and these demons, because they try to hide themselves like a snake. A snake got to hide itself in dark places, up under rocks, in dark places, so it can hide. You understand? That's how these particular demons and the people are trying to hide themselves. Demons don't like the light because they are of the darkness. And the demons that is inside of these people, it says that we are not fighting flesh and blood, but we are fighting demons that is either influencing them from the outside perimeters, or they're actually possessed with demons inside of them, right? So therefore, at the end of the day, we are fighting definitely a spiritual warfare. And the demons are lying on us, but they're doing their job. Because Jesus said that you're like your father. He told the Pharisees, Sadducees, Sanhedrists, and the scribes that you are just like your father, the Satan or the devil. He's the father of all lies. He's the father of lies. So when people are going around lying on you, you already know who sent them. You already know where they from, right? When I lived in LA, I lived in Bloods, Crips, and all kind of gang territory in some area. Long Beach, Pacific Highway, everybody know about that. I lived up in Watts. There is really no real laws up in Watts. You understand what I'm saying? Up in Compton, Inglewood, all up in those areas. East LA, 28th Avenue, Lincoln Heights. If you from there, you already know what I'm talking about, right? Eagle Rock, all up in those areas, those Mexican gang territory. You understand? I got respect from the head gangster in East LA. Our family was like one or two black people living up there. They don't really let you go up in there and live comfortable until they get to know you. You understand? We became their family. That's called respect, though. You understand? And you don't go around lying on innocent people. That's not respected. You understand? See, we are fighting a spiritual warfare. Yes, we are. And demons in high, dark places, high places, they are working through these people that is in these so-called high position. They're abusing their position. They're writing all type of defamation and defaming reports against you. You're a child of God. You ain't never did nothing to that man or that woman. They going by either some racist stuff, some hateful stuff, or jealousy or envy things. Oh, I just don't like how she look. Well, God dang, who said that I like how you look? Truth be told, if we wanted to go human for human, who's to say that you got the Shamar Moore look? At the end of the day, truth be told, your big old watermelon head, your big old bags down, hanging all the way down from your eyes to your knees. I mean, like, who says that you all that in the bag of chips? Who says that I want you anyway? You're trying to do all of this narcissistic things to get my attention, and I don't have to give it to you because I don't mess around with people that don't take their life serious, and you're 30 and 40 and 50 and 60 years old. Don't you think that you're a little bit too overgrown for that? But it's like they don't comprehend maturity and growth. So at the end of the day, we got to protect ourselves from idiots and ignorant people like that wants to lie on your name, wants to write derogatory thing instead of whatever is going on inside of you. You're trying to do all of this evil up against me because you're feeling bad inside of your own self. And here's the cruel thing. They don't want to work on their own self. That's sad. They don't want to work on their own business, handle their own business. They don't want to go inside of their self and deal with those legions of demons that they got inside of their self that is possessing their mind and their heart and their life. So their life is out of control. So they're trying to make your life discombobulated like their life. But greater is he, our Holy Spirit, that is in us than he or she that is in this world. Go ahead and lie, because the truth will always outbeat a lie. I got legal documented that my business, my ministry is not a fraud. I don't think with the Secretary of State, it takes an ignorant person not to go look me up and go look up that business. We may not have a 501c3 because that's $600, and we're a new ministry just getting started. What do you expect? What kind of money or funding are you expecting from a new ministry? It's just not growing. We're trying to get up funds. We're trying to reach out to go get the funds. I believe that that's what you do in fundraising. So all that scheming, scamming, and frauding, I think that you're just afraid that this ministry is going to take off. And the devil in you just don't want to see it soar over. The devil have already been defeated by Jesus when he died up on the cross. And the Jesus Christ ministry have no other choice but to prosper and flourish and grow huge. See, I could take my little faith. Jesus said that even if you have faith as small as a mustard seed. So I have planted that mustard seed down in the ground. And it's been 3 years of growth. That means, Crystal, stop playing with the ministry. Go ahead and go get the paperwork, the legal paperwork done, and make sure that your paperwork is in order for people like that want to say that you're scheming and scamming. How come you don't say that say that to pimp daddy, pimp preachers that's getting thousands of dollars out of people? That's ordering people to pay them $2,000, or you're not worthy to be seen by me. I don't do that. Whatever God opened up a person's heart to give to the ministry, because we need a ministry van. You understand? You go by what God put in your heart, not by what I tell you, because then I'll be a false prophet. Then I'll be looking just for money and not for your soul being delivered. See, it's almost like they don't want people that's really out to win and out to do a mission to win souls over for the kingdom. They don't believe that. Yeah, of course, everything needs money to function. Even Jesus knew that when the disciples out there all day and wasn't catching anything. And he said, cast thy nets on the right side. And then the fish just start jumping in. See, even Jesus knew that they need that fish in order to go to the market and sell it. and have money in their pocket. So what kind of people are you? Are you trying to say that Crystal Lachelle Lacks can live on this earth without money? And is that entertainment towards you to deprive someone from making money and transportation? So you're not out to see people do better. You want people to do worse so that you can feel like you're better than me, so that you can feel like you're better than a child of God, so that you could think that you're all that in a bag of chips and some Doritos, but you're not. If you ain't got Jesus, you're nothing. And here's the thing: when you're trying to get people to turn against me and make them hate me, here's the thing about God, though. See, God will take the same people that you think that is siding with you and got you down. They got your back, right? See, God has the power, though, to change people's mind overnight about you. See, the same people that was laughing with you will be the same people that will come up against you and will blackmail you. I will go to the cops and the authority and tell them everything that you was involved in that murder, that you plotted it, you planned it, you videotaped it, you recorded it before the family even knew about it. See, those same people will come out and start snitching on you. Those same people will come out and give you over to the cops. Watch how you treat me. And watch those audience, because some of those that you call friends is not your friends. They ready to strike you already and be up in your place. You got some jealous people among you right now. Watch how you tiptoe. Watch how you bragging and thinking that you got all these people on your side. See, God is a mind changer. God is a game changer. At the end of the day, there were so many people at one time that was on the opposite side of God. But when his prophets went and said that if you don't stop what you're doing, they quickly changed and went over there on God's side, on Jesus' side. So you have to watch when you call yourself that you got this in the bag. Because in the end, God has the final judgment say so. Don't forget that God would take those same people that's laughing and making fun of me with you, and God will take those same people and change their mind about you. And they will begin to snitch on you. They begin to tell every detail that they know about you. And you ain't going to know that they going to the cops and telling the cops everything of what your involvement have been. And how many people was involved in it. And how you did it and the way that you did it. And how you inflicted unnecessary pain and suffering on me and my family. And still try to go after them, try to keep them from jobs, try to keep them from living life. That you did those people wrong. Watch what you're doing in front of everybody. Not everybody is your friend.